the Barren Towers. The world is a harsh, arid landscape known as the Barrens, a testament to a global ecological collapse that rendered the planet's surface largely uninhabitable. In this desolate expanse, humanity clings to existence through the tower system. Massive, self-sustaining structures rise kilometers into the sky, each owned and operated by a different megacorporation. Inside these towers, the air is clean, the temperatures are regulated, and vertical gardens provide a lush, pristine environment for the corporate elite. Each tower functions as its own sovereign nation-state, with a culture, economy, and social hierarchy dictated by the branding and values of its parent company. Outside the towers, the reality is starkly different. The barren lands are swept by toxic dust storms and irradiated winds. The poor, known as the grounded, live in sprawling, chaotic settlements at the base of each tower. They are physically barred from entering the towers, forced to scavenge for scraps of technology and resources. The society is technologically advanced but in a biological sense. Instead of metal and silicon, the world runs on sophisticated plant tech. From bioluminescent lighting to prosthetic limbs grown from rapid-growth timber and neural-grafted vines, the distinction between nature and machine has been entirely erased. The hierarchy of this world is determined by the quality of one's plant tech. The elite within the towers possess flawless, high-grade implants that make them practically superhuman. The grounded, conversely, rely on botanical scrap, illegal, counterfeit, and unstable implants that often cause severe side effects, ranging from chronic pain to uncontrollable vegetative growth. This creates a society defined by a constant, desperate struggle for better technology, where knowledge of bioengineering is the most valuable and dangerous currency one can possess. You were once a rising star in the bioengineering division of a Walmart tower. Your work involved the intricate art of integrating photosynthetic plant tissue grafts into the human nervous system, a procedure that granted the elite within the tower enhanced stamina and immunity to environmental toxins. For years, you lived in luxury, blinded by corporate propaganda that claimed these technologies were exclusive to the high-ranking due to their extreme complexity. However, the reality of the disparity began to gnaw at you when you were tasked with analyzing the failed counterfeit implants scavenged from the bodies of those living in the desolate wastes outside. The breaking point came when a young girl from the base of the tower was brought to the infirmary after a botched attempt to repair a failing lung graft with scavenged parts. Despite your plea to use genuine tech to save her, the corporate mandate was absolute. Resources were not to be wasted on non-assets. Watching her fade away while the tower's lush, air-purified gardens thrived just floors above was a revelation you could no longer ignore. You realized that the scarcity outside was, in many ways, an engineered condition to keep the labor force desperate and dependent. Under the cover of a massive dust storm, you sabotaged the security sensors of your own laboratory, making off with a cache of essential medical tools, organic catalysts, and a portable nutrient synthesizer. You descended into the barren wastes, the shock of the unfiltered air and the sight of the impoverished, suffering masses fundamentally changing your worldview. Now, operating out of a makeshift clinic in the shadow of the Walmart tower, you use your expertise to patch up the broken and sick. You are a man on the run, knowing that the corporation views you not just as a deserter, but as a dangerous liability who knows too much about the secrets of their botanical supremacy.